Oh boy. Well, everyone can be heard now.
I don't know, your name's kind of hard to spell.
I just typed T into my search bar and twitch.tv/Clodicus is the first thing that comes up.
As it should be.
Okay, listen. I had a fresh wipe, okay? So everything is gone.
Excuses.
No, I swear, I swear.
You know, spring cleaning before spring.
And Nesto, don't forget to join the Roll20.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Ah,
Where
I
is
see. It's
it?
not showing you one.
No, I'm on it. I meant I'm doing it.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright, I'm on the Switch now.
Alrighty, I guess we'll start with my volume. How is my volume?
Yours is pretty good.
Alrighty. Do a mic test for yourself, Nessie.
Alright, check. 1, 2.
How is that?
That's good too.
Alright. Nesto, you could do a little mic check.
All right. Test. Yes.
If you put a little bit up.
God, you're playing EDM? Wow. Look at
Alright.
you.
Nesto, once again.
All right. I will talk a bit more. Hello. Yes, I am Nesto, and you are listening to EDM. I don't know what EDM because I don't have the volume up high because my headphones leak.
You should get that fixed. Jeez.
I think that'll be good without the music, but if
Alrighty.
not, just a little bit higher.
I will turn them up. 160. Right, Caliper, please do your mic check.
Mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing the mic of the checks. Or, I mean, checking the mic. Wait. Okay. That's good enough.
That's good.
Alrighty, and finally, Ali, please do your mic check. Try again. You are quite even for me.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, this music is louder than the first mic tests, but I'm accounting for that. Should be good now.
Okay, I've turned down the intro music a little bit. Alrighty. Then with that, let's test the main music that we'll be listening to during this game.
Ooh.
God, I hope I remember my password.
How is that level of music?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alrighty, and now here's combat music.
It does build up a little, so...
I think it's...
I can turn up the
This is
Roll20
switched
music
down.
if needed. Turn it down or turn it up?
I think just a little down. Not too much, just a little.
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
that.
on
I've
the
turned
safe
it off.
side, you can just always lower it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh boy. Roll20 has changed the settings. I am not used to this. Alrighty, but with that, are you all ready to begin?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Then welcome, one and all, to the 9th episode of the Daybreak
Ready as
Chronicles.
ready.
A streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game taking place in the homebrew setting known as Daybreak, a sci-fi fantasy supplement. Before we get started tonight, I'd like to introduce my lovely cast of characters, who will be our story's focus for the duration of this campaign. So let's go down the list and introduce yourself, as well as the character you will be playing. Let's go in reverse order of the mic check. So, Ali, why don't you go first?
Sure thing. Hi, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Jack Sprite, the very tired former research assistant. They are a changeling warlock of the High Archivist. Notable things about them include their messy pink hair, the dirty lab coat they wear over their body armor, and their signet ring that they cast spells from, which has the symbol of a moth on it.
Very, very nice. And a fun fact about Jax?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
we do those.
Yeah. I have not thought about it. Um, I would say loop back to me for that one.
Alrighty, we will come back to Jax for a fun fact. Up next is Caliper. Please introduce your character.
Um, hello. It's me, Silent Souls. My character is Caliber Vernier. She is a slime shulgoi person. And she is the medic of the group. Um, let's see. Uh, like personality traits wise, she's kind of a Cinderella kinda. She's a little sassy, but she's like a little doof at the same time. So you know. Let's see. Uh, Wait, what was the thing again?
Fun fact
Um,
about your character.
oh, oh yeah, yeah, okay. So, fun fact, only reason she got into the whole medical field is because she doesn't really have like visible internal organs. So her fascination with like other creatures, like internals and like different like I don't know. She's her she basically became a doctor out of curiosity of everything else because she's like, I'm slime. What is this? You know?
Wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful. Uh, Next up, uh, Soar. Please introduce your character.
Alright, my character is Sor, resident magic person. Uh and uh sorry, I was supposed to say something more and then suddenly I just forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, moving on. Fun fact about him, he had a cat, a pet cat as a child. Then the undead Tinniverse started showing up and he didn't see his cat again.
Oh boy. Very, very nice. And last but not least, Waste. Please introduce your character.
We're playing Waste, the Maester of Disaster, a radioactive touch tiefling. Uh, they're the abrasive member of the group. Not easy to get on with, and a bit more destructive than anything else. Fun fact, I'll go along Caliper's line there. Uh, they got into their line of work doing the same thing as their dad, and then got promptly out of it. For reasons that are yet to be seen.
I will neither confirm nor deny that Sora got into his line of work because of his cat.
Oh boy. Very nice. And Ali, have you thought up a fun fact about Jax?
Yes. Before the Stouts invaded the galaxy, Jax really enjoyed keeping uh, like their workspace and just everything around them really clean and really pristine. But ever since they have been on the run, um, they have spent so much time just thinking of like escape routes and uh, ways to beat the Stouts that they've become so preoccupied that they can't really clean the way they want to.
Wonderful. Then with that, let's get into the recap, and then we can finally get into some actual game stuff. Would anyone like to do the recap?
We'll need the recap, so I don't
would
think
not
so.
like to do the recap.
Understandable.
I'm a bit tight, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Very
Same.
fair, very fair. Luckily, I sent one to Caliper, so I have that to read off of. All right,
Oh,
so
no. Okay.
when last we left off, the plan to take over the ship and put an end to the head honcho of the rebel base, who has been sort of extorting these workers and forcing them to work for next to nothing, as well as pay for every meal in their own stay. The group has been working with the workers and miners and helping them enact a plan to sneak out, take control, and finally take back what is theirs. And as this plan had been enacted, the first rebel, who went out as a scout, quickly found themselves making good headway, finding themselves moving further and further into the base, and eventually finding what they were looking for. However, as that rebel was going through, the party, as well as the first group of rebels that were planned to burst in once the signal had been called, had taken care of the two guards in their ready words. I can't words today. As they prepared themselves to rush in and take the base. As distractions were made and the guards were quickly rushed towards where the distraction was called, it was discovered that using the radioactive substance being mined, it appeared that they were making some sort of very potent and dangerous bombs that were likely to be used in some fashion on the Stoats and Karai, a group of spacefaring ferrets who had successfully taken over the galaxy. And as the plan to rush in occurred and everyone began streaming into the main building, guards rushing towards the armory where this distraction had occurred, that is where we begin.
Right.
So to start off, I'm just going to have everyone roll me, or actually before I need to roll initiative, what are your plans? The distraction is called, the guards are rushing towards the armory. What do you plan on doing? Are you going to try and stop the guards, or are you going to just let them through while you deal with other things?
Let them through and let's trip them on the way. Wait.
I don't know. I say we separate some and pick them off.
All right.
Like, what do you mean separate? Like, as like separate individually, or like
They're all panicking, moving in one direction. You can grab one, get them separate. There'll be a lot less of a group if it comes to, standoff.
Okay, so we're like kind of like sheeping them. Yeah. Am I getting it right? No?
Alrighty. Then in that case, I'm going to have you all please roll me initiative. I will roll for the guards as a group, just to make it a little bit easier on myself.
It's been a minute.
Let me make sure the volume of that music's not too high for the stream. I'm not sure how to mute a tab on this one.
Oh wow, I can hear it in I thought I was listening to the stream. It turns out it was playing through Roll20. Wow. That's so cool.
Honestly, the volume is kind of high on my end, just as a player.
You can turn it down on your end just through the Daybreak setting, or Roll20 settings.
There we go.
Yeah, the music should be playing through on my end, and I've made sure that it's lower than your volumes.
Did I do it? I rolled.
Yes.
All right, yeah, that sounds fine.
Whoa, wait, was that a nat 20 for initiative? What?
That was a nat 20 from
Nice.
Jax.
Heckaroonies.
Select character. And nice. Is that
Another
a
nat 20.
yeah.
Very, very nice.
And
Like
sword.
memo or something?
Yep. Soar is currently in a different room,
Oh, yeah.
though his chance to
right.
join will come fairly soon.
Oh, I assumed I wasn't gonna roll initiative. All right.
Not yet. Don't have to worry about it yet. I will let
Okay.
you know when to roll.
That's
Because there's
fine.
also a chance that you don't participate in the combat and do your own thing. It all depends. We shall see. So first up is Jack Sprite. The guards have begun to run, but they haven't really gotten any chance to move yet. What would you like to do? The door is closed in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna open the door.
All right, you open the door, and you can see that there are a few guards that notice the door and look in your direction, but are mainly focused on running towards the armory.
And Jax will just like look at Waste and say, "You want me to start blasting?"
Said pick them off. If we're not their highest priority, don't make us one.
Got it. Jax will ready an Eldritch Blast for if any guards start approaching us.
All right. Waste, you're up next.
Yeah. Waste will do pretty much the same with the radiation blast.
All right,
Alright.
just preparing yourself for the potential fight to come.
Yeah. Waiting on their first move.
Very, very nice. These guards are all going to run forward. And will dash. These two guards at the door will follow.
Ew, ugh. Excuse me.
And you can see up here. Actually, I don't believe any of you can see out, but those of you who do happen to be looking out can notice that the guards at the sort of doorways are beginning to move into their respective doorways. Up next is Caliper.
Can I like attempt to hide somewhere? Like,
I don't know. Is there anywhere? Is there anywhere to hide? Like,
Back where you are, you can hide pretty easily, but once you get out onto the floor, there won't be very many places to hide.
okay.
Tables and all. Could Caliper use those?
Yes, though they're all just plain tables, so you'd have to actually hide behind them rather than under them because they're like diner tables without any tablecloths.
Okay. How about can I climb up and like like I see? Wait, how do you ping again? Is it tab? I think.
Just hold down the button.
Yeah, it is. Can I like climb up here and like peek? Just like, but like not
Yeah.
show myself.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Still. Okay, awkward.
All right, you sort of peek out, but this sort of one guard up here was already kind of keeping an eye on you, and as he notices, you can see that he very clearly notices you, but doesn't seem to pay you any mind. As you peek
Actually
out.
climbing the wall. Nothing to look at. Nothing to look here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. I'll scutter away. I'll hide behind waist.
All right, you duck back behind Waste, back
Innocuous
behind the
move.
door. Uh, all of the nobles here are kind of confused and looking around at just what's happening. None of them will move. Same with the servers. Jax, we're back to you.
Okay.
And bear in mind, there are a group of maybe 10 of the miners with you in this hallway.
Okay. I think Jax is gonna continue to wait, see what happens. Probably gonna follow Waste's lead. And he'll prepare an Eldritch Blast once again for if any guards come nearby.
So is the miners behind us, right? Right.
Yes, the miners are behind you waiting for your signal to go.
Okay. Since are we not a threat to them yet? Could we possibly like walk over here and like get their attention? Then like everyone else just
If your goal
run?
is to get their attention, there are many things you could do. But if you want to avoid getting their attention, they seem like you're not their highest priority right now. And whatever you do, so long as it's not actively hurting someone, they probably won't do too much about it.
So we'd be kind of like glanced over.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, like, oh, we can do like a little distraction thing, and they like either sneak in or just like just bum rush while they're distracted.
All right, but what is Jax doing right now? Still waiting?
Yep.
Alrighty, still waiting. Waste, you're up.
Well, sees no better time to go, honestly. Yeah. Wish I had just a little bit more movement, but this'll do. Now Waste will charge in through the door.
All right, the door slams open and heads turn towards you as all the nobles just sort of look in your direction. The guards don't seem to pay too much mind as they continue running.
Yeah. As they try, Waste is gonna try and grab hold of this one's arm, keep him back.
All right, roll me a athletics check. 17, very nice.
17.
They roll a 17 as well, so they will. You will not grab them, unfortunately.
I take the inspiration on that.
Yes, you can.
All right. Use the inspiration from that.
Very, very nice. So with a 25 instead, you grab hold of their wrist and pull them back. They slip for you. They slip from you for just a moment before you reach up further onto their arm and grab hold of their clothes as tightly as you can.
All right. Got 5 feet of move left. Could I try and take them back a space or no?
With 5 feet, I'll say no, because it is half movement to drag someone.
All right. In that case, let's use the rest of the 5 to kind of take cover, holding this guy and between this guy and the nobles, just in case the others get any wise ideas.
Very, very nice. The armed guards, these two up next to you. They seem to look in your direction and see that you're sort of hiding behind the nobles. And the other guy is trying to just pull himself free and he can't. You see that they choose to ignore him and continue moving.
All right.
Soar, where are you at the moment? Are you in your room, or are you sort of in the lobby area of your enclosed area?
Probably in my room.
All right, roll me a perception check.
Perception. Not with guidance, or just 9.
All right. You can hear like the faint tapping, almost like like the dripping of a faucet, but it sounds fairly far away.
Wouldn't think much of it.
Alrighty. Alrighty. This armed guard is going to. He's just gonna pull out his sword and slash you. You see, he lights up a great saber and goes to swing. Does a 15 hit your armor class? Nessie. You are muted, Nessie, in case you're speaking.
Reduced to atoms.
Oh boy. Luckily, I can see
Sorry about
Nessie's
that.
AC. All right,
Yep.
all good. So
That was
15.
for a sec. That does not hit.
All right, and then you
He's always
see
able to just deflect
then he-
the rests and doesn't land a hit.
very nice. And as you deflect, he comes back down with a second swipe, and a 7 will miss. As he continues to struggle away from you. Caliper, it is up to you.
Probably ask everyone, or like we like kind of went into like what exactly is our plan to just get to the armor? Is that it? I feel like I'm missing something.
And one of the rebels behind you just says, we gotta kill the boss man.
Okay, and we're just helping them to get there, right? Yeah,
It would appear.
is that it? I mean, I feel like we could have just like nonchalant, we just walk over there. Okay, well, I guess I'm really not sure what to do, so I'm just gonna hug this corner. Yeah, I guess, I guess I'll just follow the cue of what everyone does, cause I don't, okay, yeah, I don't know what to do, so just move on.
All right. You continue just to wait. Up next, we're back to Jax as a bunch of these rebels begin funneling out of the hallway.
Yeah. Jax will also step out. Can I take cover behind this pillar here?
Yes, it doesn't really stick out all that much, but you can definitely like squeeze up against it.
Cool. I'll do that. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guard that is attacking Waste.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll your attacks. Both of those will hit for 11 points of force damage. Very, very nice.
And that's my turn.
Wonderful. Waste, you're up.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, gotta hold on one guy. So, I'm gonna try and knock him out.
Alrighty. It seems like his armor is very, very thick. But go ahead and do what you can. Let's see it.
The armor looks a bit thick. I'll go for a. Let's see. Can I get a good line? Yeah, get a good line here. Go for a beam instead of a direct hit. Using the old finger gun technique.
Alrighty. That is a dex save. And with a 6, they will fail, taking.
Full 20.
Oh boy. 20 points of damage. He's looking very hurt, but still up.
All right. We still take a bit of distance, but leave the guy where he is. That'll be all.
Alrighty. The nobles seem to be a bit surprised at all the violence happening, and the armed guards continue. Sor, make me another perception check.
Alright, making sure to take guidance this time. 19.
19. That sort of tapping of water sort of transforms as it gets closer and closer, and it's definitely footsteps. And after a moment, you hear a loud banging on the metal door that locks you into this area.
Also, just double checking since I don't remember. Have I? Is this a day where I've already done all my stuff, or? No?
I believe yes. This is the day where you've done all your stuff.
All right. Got it. Somewhat surprised. So I was going to get up and so is there bang on his door?
No, it seems to be coming from the big metal door that locks you in the whole area.
All right. He's going to start heading over there.
All right. Would you like to dash over? Then you'll get there this turn.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you quickly run over, and you can see Penny sort of peering out of her room. And as you run up to the door, the banging persists, and it doesn't seem to be stopping at the moment.
He's gonna try to like shout through the door. What's going on?
With that, the banging stops, and you can hear a sliding thing as they open up a shutter, and you can see a pair of eyes. Just letting you know that there's some bad stuff happening. We're gonna be coming in there in a few moments, just to make sure that y'all are protected, because you are, after all, our water supply.
All right.
And you can hear him fumbling with keys. Zigard next to Waste is going to continue after taking that beating to lash out against you.
All right.
The first one will miss as he sort of gets his bearing and slashes at you as you manage to duck out of the way. But the second one with a 24 will hit.
Okay.
Dealing you 9 points of slashing damage, cutting just into one of the open areas of your armor.
Oh, you do got some fight in you.
The rest of the guards continue forward. Alrighty. Caliper, it's back to you.
Um, just like, let's see. That's 25 feet. Wow, I can't move that much. Uh, yeah. Um, I'll just move forward, I guess. I don't know. Uh, I'll move diagonal. I'll move here. I think it's here. Yeah, I'll move here. Yeah. Uh, try to not look suspicious. Yeah, just casually walking.
All right, you begin casually walking forward.
uh,
The rebels all begin rushing around and splitting up, looking for different things. And with that, we are back to Jax.
All right. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the guard with waste again.
Alrighty, let's see it. The first one will miss, the second one will hit. They are still up, though you can tell just barely, as he's sort of wobbling a little bit and putting a hand where you've been hitting him.
And I shall move up a bit. And that's my turn.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll me an insight check, if you will.
All right.
With a 17 insight, just sort of looking around the room, you can see that the nobles that are around here are looking a little bit less surprised and more annoyed and pissed off, as you can see some of them taking what looks like some like very delicate, almost decorative swords and sort of beginning to unsheathe them.
And that's the noble star?
That is the nobles, yes.
Gotcha. That's
They seem to be looking particularly at the miners who have just come in.
I see.
Waste. If you'd like, you can also roll me an insight to discern that.
All right. That's a nut one.
No, these guards though, they're real angry. These guards, you got to take care of them, or whatever else you want to do with them. Especially the one who's been trying to hit you.
All right. So let's take out. Yeah, let's take out the hammer. Well, let's try and bop him unconscious.
All
As
right,
we're
roll
going
your
on,
attack. Yeah, with that, you bop him on the head, and there's a loud thud as the metal of his helmet just caves in a little bit, and he falls to the ground unconscious.
All right. Now, would Dreckingham have my movement?
Yes, dragging him will still have your movement.
All right. Still near the front of the pack, so fuck it. We need to go ahead and drag him along, heading down the center of the room. Just as a little show for us.
Very, very nice.
Did I roll an intimidation with that, or
Yes, absolutely.
let's see? 22.
There is an audible shudder around the room from the nobles.
All right, end the turn.
Very, very nice. The armed guards continue rushing towards the armory. Alrighty. Pretty much everyone now can hear a very, very loud banging and crashing coming from the direction the guards are heading. Along with a few smaller explosive, presumably grenades, going off. Soar, you also see that the door has just been unlocked and is now being opened as 2 to 3 guards begin streaming in.
And so he's going to generally like ask these guards like what is going on and whatnot. Try to get like a better feel for the situation.
Oh, just some ruffians trying to make a fuss. We're just here to protect Penny and make sure that nothing happens to her.
Ruffians trying to make a fuss.
Don't worry, everything's handled. We just want to make sure that no one sneaks about and gets to hear.
What did they do this time? And he's just gonna stand there for now, I guess.
All right, you can see that these guards are beginning to head further into the area, and one of them is passing by Penny's room and heading towards where your room is, while the other two are beginning to stand guard at Penny's room. Up next is Caliper.
Hello. I guess Caliper will just try to move up, but like try not to like attract attention to herself. Like just try to like stay away from everything. You know, I'll try my best to follow them.
All right, you continue making your way
Oh,
about
wait, I
sneakily.
just realized I can dash technically. Can that a thing?
You can dash if you would like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see, 25 feet. Yeah. I'm gonna immerse myself with these. Oh wait, yes, I'm part of this crowd. Yes, this table looks very nice. Wow.
Very, very nice.
Okay, yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Up next are your minor friends who continue for. As this group gets to here, this noble will begin lashing out, slashing out with their decorative sword at the rebel. and will miss him horribly as the rebel, this one presumably wearing some of the armor that was given to them, just sort of bats it off and spits on the rebel. Or spits on the noble.
See, you shouldn't have did that.
You can see that the guards that are sort of around you have less of a will to attack as these rebels pass through. And those rebels are effectively out of scene. The nobles' turn. The ones in Waste's general vicinity will not be doing much. However, Jackson Caliper, these three nobles begin to gang up on you. With Caliper receiving 2 of the 3 nobles' ire. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit you, Caliper. Caliper?
I said no.
Ah, sorry, I couldn't hear that. And a 13 will presumably miss you, Jax.
Mm-hmm.
As these 3 begin brandishing their very, very well polished swords that do not look at all meant for battle. Jax, you're up next.
All right. Jax is gonna step back and take some attacks of opportunity, I assume.
Indeed, they will be doing that. A 14.
That will miss.
All right, then neither of them hit you as they both slash out wildly, totally untrained with their swords.
All right, and I will Eldritch Blast the one on the left.
Oh boy, let's see it. Surprisingly, both miss.
Okay.
As you shoot out the Eldritch Blast, he ducks down in a coward's pose and manages to just avoid them.
Gotcha. That is my turn.
Very, very nice. Waste, you're up.
So as they say, so you shouldn't have did that. To the noble just slashed at a rebel. At least he'll run up and make an example of him.
That is this one here.
Yep. 25 feet up and a haymaker with the warhammer.
Alrighty, let's see it. Yeah, 25 will hit as this guy, his head goes flying off. As this noble is no longer living. So he falls to the ground. Roll me another intimidation check, this time at advantage.
Alright. 18.
The nobles, especially the ones that have seen it, have definitely lost their will to fight and are beginning to put their swords away instead of dropping them because they know how much they're worth.
Yeah. Clear out now, okay?
And you can see many of them nodding and turn to run to the walls instead of where the guards are. Speaking of guards, the guards continue. Soar, in your area, you can see that the one guard pulls out a key to the maintenance room that you couldn't get into before. And they open the door up, look around, and head inside, shutting it behind them. As for the other guards, Waste, Jax, and Caliper, you can all see that the guards that have headed up towards where the rebels are, or where the commotion is happening, more and more explosions are occurring, each one getting louder than the last. Screaming and shouting can be heard. from very, very, very close by. Caliper.
Okay, okay. I will uh I will share my contact with each one of these nobles. Be like, um, my name is Caliber. I offer my services just in case y'all need any medical assistance, which you might need. So it's nice knowing y'all, and I'll just move forward.
Roll a persuasion check. To
Yeah.
these guards who just watched one of their compatriots get beheaded.
Okay, well, does it? I know it's persuasion, but is it like kind of medical-ish?
Nope, this is
No?
persuasion.
No? Okay, okay, all right.
Okay.
With
14's not bad.
with a 14, they one of them will look at you and say, "You know what? I respect the hustle," and will take the business card and pocket it before running away.
Yeah. Good luck. I'm just gonna move forward. Um, what is 25? I guess 50?
50 would be double your movement, yes.
Yeah, just gonna, yeah, I'm just
Alrighty.
gonna chill here.
As you all continue making your way forward, the rebels will do the same. Alrighty. Up next, the nobles are beginning to clear out.
There's a lot of tokens in the room.
Indeed, this may take me a second.
1 second has passed. 2 second has passed.
3.
3 second has passed. I don't know. It's been more than
As the nobles have all cleared away, via the power of your imagination, they're all gone now. Jax, it's back to you.
All right. Once again, I'm gonna. Are there like any nobles left in the room?
Oh, they're all still here. They're just all huddled up together against the walls.
Ah, okay. I am. Jax is petty. Jax is gonna Eldritch Blast the one that attacked them before, the one that was on the left before.
Very, very nice. Go ahead and roll your attack. 24 will hit for 5, then 18 will also hit, as the second one passes through him and the Eldritch Blast dissipates against the walls. This one, once again, falls unconscious and dead.
All right. And I shall move to meet up with Waste.
Very, very.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Waste, it's your turn.
All right.
And are you still dragging the person behind you?
No, they stopped that to get at this noble here.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Instead, they're scraping the sledgehammer along the tile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Headed for the staircase and glaring daggers at the guards at the side of it.
They don't seem to pay much mind. Their job is to guard the staircase, and well, no one's attacking the staircase.
All right. I like you. You're good ones. And just gonna activate Aura of Decay.
Very, very nice.
That's good. Your counter starts ticking.
Indeed. Up next are the armed guards who continue rushing out. Which of you is holding the radio that was stolen from the guards?
I forget. Did we?
Good question.
Because I know you used 2 of them to make a distraction.
Right.
Did
I think
you
we had
still
3
have any?
total. I think we had 3 total. 1 from the guard to get that far, and then 1 from each other guard that we got in the stairwell.
Yes. So who is holding on to that?
I
Odds
don't
are
think
either-
it would be James.
Yeah, odds are waste, maybe Caliber.
Alrighty.
I'll
For
let Caliber take it if she wants.
all right, I do need to know who is holding this because you are going to be hearing something.
Talk to all of us. Doesn't Jack have telepathy thing? Or no, the hand thing. We have multiple radios, right?
Yes, but which is the one that was stolen from the guards and is linked to their frequency?
Sure, fuck it. Just give
All
it
right.
to me.
Caliper, you hear the radio click on, and one of the guards, you can hear the voice saying, releasing the hounds now? Boss, you know what to do.
The reaction I'd like to shout out. Heads up.
Okay. That's not how
All right.
Is it? Is that how? No.
You can just shout out, so long as it's nothing too crazy. You don't have to use your reaction to speak.
Okay. So, sounds like coming.
Alrighty. Up next is Caliper.
I'd like to run back and try to revive them. I'm kidding. He's dead, right?
Yes, that noble is very much dead.
Could I? Is wait, dang. Are these like little shops on the sides? Or is that canon, or is it just like
It's more just a visual aid. It's not actually shops. Closer to like a very large ballroom where like there are some areas set up for like chefs to put through food.
Okay, because I'd very much like to hide somewhere, but I don't know exactly where I can hide.
It also depends on who you're hiding from.
Just out of sight, in general.
It doesn't seem like there are very many places to hide in this room in particular. Though if you maybe climbed onto like the ceiling, you might be able to hide in the shadows there.
Okay, I can do that. I will climb 25 up.
Right, you are 25 feet up the wall.
There, but yeah, I'm up.
Alrighty, so you're just climbing and that's it?
Wait, can I like double climb? Is that a thing, or
Yep,
is
because
it
it's just
like
movement
one
for you.
climb?
Just movement for you, so you can
Okay.
just dash.
Okay, so I can dash climb.
Indeed.
Can I be like up here? Like I know the perspective is like kind of wonky, but I'm up there.
Yeah, you can get up to just about the roof. It is a little bit taller. then you can climb in one round, but you are just about at the ceiling.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty.
This is good. Yeah.
Up next are the rebels, who will continue. And as they make it up the stairs, they begin heading further and further towards the next area. The nobles have all pissed off. Jax.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash to catch up with Waste.
Very nice.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Start of the round. Sower, you can hear more clambering from the maintenance room as the door once again opens and some very large dogs begin running out of there. They appear to be very, very large, like people-sized dogs.
Interesting.
As they run past you and begin heading into the main area.
I don't really have a reason to interfere with that and all, so I'll just watch for now.
Alrighty. They rush past you. They are not quite in the area yet. But Waste, it is your turn.
I think your reason.
So those guards. Yeah,
Yes,
those
these
guards
guards
up the stairs.
These guards up the stairs are properly off screen. If you're going up the stairs, just let me know and I'll say you're following them.
Yeah. Which is going to return the courtesy of not chipping the staircase with a sledgehammer. And start up with the rebels.
Alright, you begin making your way up the stairs, following up with them very close behind.
But I'll take a dash to get just level with them.
Perfect. You get right up with the front of the line, and you can see now up ahead that there is several grenades being thrown as the person who you remember sent out the call to have everyone come to the armory or have their boss be killed, is now currently being held at the mercy of that same boss, who is sort of holding them by their scruff and pushing them to the ground. And the miner is just chucking whatever he can reach on the wall as explosions go off and off again. The guards, trying to avoid the explosions, will just sort of make sure that there's an area open so that they don't get hit by anything, as they aim their gun at the miner. Caliper.
Hello, that's me. I will scoot, up in the ceiling. I guess, 15, I just walk upside down.
Yeah, easy enough as you make your way onto the roof and just walk upside down. Easy enough.
And I blend in the shadows.
Very, very nice. Roll me a stealth check, if you will.
Oh god, no, I'm gonna fail this. I'm too squishy. I'm just like sloshing. Like, what the fuck is that sound? Well, okay.
A 19. You are very sneakily sliding atop the ceiling.
Heck yeah, alright.
Very, very nice. And with that, the rebel survivors continue back at the top of the round. Everyone can begin to hear barking coming from this hallway here. As Jax, it comes back to you.
Okay. Once again, gonna dash to just keep up with Waste. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Waste.
All right.
Actually, Jax and Waste, both of you can see just from behind the hallway, passing these two guards is a swarm of maybe 7 or 8 human-sized dogs.
What's the door like?
There does not appear to be a door in the area you are facing. It seems to have been very recently blown off its hinges, thanks to the many grenades that have been thrown.
I meant between us and the dogs.
It is currently open, being held open by the guards.
Hmm. We can cut them off. I think that's our best bet here. Let's see. Have we been through doors like these before?
They seem to be just fairly large, mostly metal doors, but they're very decorated to look very pretty. They seem to be standard doors, though.
Right, so manual instead of electronic.
Yes, manual instead of electronic.
All right, let's see the movement. Hmm.
If you were following the rebels, you would be maybe 60 feet from the actual door.
Okay.
Just because I haven't been moving
still-
those tokens up there.
In that case, yeah, let's go towards that towards the doggy door.
All right, you begin rushing as the two guards, as the
Yeah,
two
I'll get
guards who are
40
holding the
feet.
door open, will begin
I'll get
aiming
40
their
feet
guns
towards
at
it.
you.
Come on. I don't think that's in your best interest here. As ways to hold up the two fingers they usually use to fire off a beam. And decide to point them at the is the server right here, like actually right there in the hallway?
Yeah, he appears to just be nonchalantly just waiting there for something. He
Alright.
does not seem fazed by this battle at all.
Yeah. Get behind the beam to his beam fingers to his back, pointed at the guards. Because I think you'll have a bit of a 2-for-1 if you don't shut those doors now. Pooches too.
Oh boy. The server just sort of looks at you and just puts his hands up elegantly. Is that all?
Yeah. Trying to hostage and personal safety scare the guards into shutting the doors.
All right. The guards. Holding the door open with their foot, they're both going to take both hands to their guns and begin shooting at you, Waste.
Alright. Do I get any cover from Guy?
You will get cover from the guy directly in front of you. He will give you half cover.
Alright.
Alrighty. So from the guy directly in front of you, that's a 12 and a 19.
19 would hit, but half cover. That does not.
Indeed. And I'll say because it doesn't beat you because of cover, it'll hit the guy instead.
Yeah.
Surprisingly keeping him
Okay.
alive, only dealing 1 point of piercing damage. As a bullet
Okay.
just grazes this guy's shoulder and sticks in there. From the other guy, 15 and 17, both will miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought this would go.
Caliper, you are continuing to move forward, I presume?
Yes, sirree. I will continue to move forward. Up, 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 up.
Alrighty. You're just about at the hallway where the dogs are coming from.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, did I die? Oh, I guess I died. Whatever. That's it. Just go on.
That all?
I mean, I was gonna see if I can like drop some rations, see what if the doggies eat it. But I think I already did my actions because I did a dash, so I can't do that. So that's it.
Alrighty. The next up are the rebels. 3 of which are going to come around and begin to assist Waste. And they, with their guns, are going to begin shooting. Oh boy. So it's 1, 2, 3. 3 of these attacks will hit, one of which is a crit. For 10 against this one. Another 10. And 3. As this guard up here is very, very hurt now. Jax, it is your turn.
Okay, what is the hurt guard?
Pardon?
Who's the hurt guard?
The hurt guard is the top one.
Gotcha. Well, I will,
This one here.
Can I see them?
Yes, because you were just where Waste was. They're about 60 feet away.
Okay. I will send an Eldritch Blast their way.
All right, go ahead and roll your attacks. That'll definitely hit.
Does that bring them down?
They're still up.
All right.
The 14 will miss as it dissipates against their armor.
And then I shall move up.
Are you moving towards them or towards the boss?
I'm just gonna be like joining Waste and the other rebels.
Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
Then up next is Waste.
How close do the dogs look about now?
They are just about at the door.
All right. Well, tried to warn you. Are they within 30 feet of the door?
They are within 30 feet of the door.
All right. Letting the server go. Getting about, yeah, right up to him. And firing off a beam. 5 feet wide, and I'll take a diagonal, so it can hit both of them and every dog in range.
All right, you will get 4 of the roughly 8 dogs there.
At 30 feet?
Yep, at 30 feet.
Okay. I'll take it. So let's see. 16 necrotic.
Alrighty, let me get the armed guards. Both of them are DC 14.
DC 14.
Alright, the first one will succeed and only take 8. The second one will fail and take all 16.
Ooh. Any down?
Neither of them are down, though the top one is looking very, very, very hurt.
Yes.
As for the hounds, I'll roll all 4 of their dex saves. 2 of them will fail. The other 2 will succeed.
Alright.
They seem pretty much all but fine.
Hmm.
Will that be all?
No, I got a bonus action to cinch it here, so... Yeah, that'll have to be it.
Alrighty. Up next are the armed guards. The one you've just run up to is going to swing twice at you with... or will just drop his gun and pull out his great saber and slash out against you.
Alright.
Both miss. The second armed guard will do the same. Once again, both miss, as your armor is just too thick and the great sabers do not penetrate.
What? You never seen a padded EV suit? Rookies.
You can see that they are getting very frustrated, just slashing out wildly. Up next is Caliper.
Hey, are the hounds like out yet? Or...
The hounds are still in the doorway. They have not come out yet.
Okay.
Sorry, did they change their footing when they tried to attack?
The one sort of holding the door open kept a foot there, but the other one has been fully focusing on you. The door is unfortunately still being held open.
Can I make it rain snacks once the dogs get released?
Yes, you can. You can hold an action to release the snacks.
Yeah. Wait. I guess I wouldn't know how many they are, but could I like theoretically see like, oh, quickly like, oh, there's this many dogs and release that many?
They are. You can go ahead and roll me a perception check at disadvantage to try and guess how many there are from the sound alone.
Okay, was the perception?
Yeah, perception.
If you just ask.
Yep.
Oh, okay. 23.
With a 23, you guess that there's little less than 10. You can't get an exact number, but there's less than 10.
Less than 10. Oh man. These rations are kind of important, but yeah, sure. I'll get it back, right? Where's my
You will get them back if they aren't eaten.
Oh, sure. Well, I guess I'll do this. 5 left. Is 5 rations a lot?
That is 5
5
days worth of food.
God, wait. Okay. Well, you think I can just? You think they'll share it? I feel like they'll share it, right?
For sure.
I'll throw. A 1, 2. Whatever. Just throw 2 rations.
All right, you prepare to throw 2 rations for when they arrive. the rebels will continue pelting the guards with guns. And all of them will miss their shots. Their bullets bouncing off the armor. Jax.
All right. Is the guard right in front of Waste still up?
Yes. But also go ahead and roll me a perception check.
All right.
Waste you too, since you can see the dogs.
25.
Waste, when you hit them with that radiation blast, some of them began coughing up blood, which both of you notice is very purple.
Fucking keeping stout dogs.
But Jax, it is your turn.
Okay. Are they the hounds? Are they within Eldritch Blast range?
Yes.
Okay. I shall toss some Eldritch Blasts then towards them.
All right. The first one will hit. The second one will miss.
All right. That's my turn.
Very, very well. Waste, you can see that the guards have sort of cleared the way for the boss as the boss begins heading out. Let me just get the token. And he begins making his way towards the main area, carrying the rebel with him. Alrighty, and Waste, it is your turn.
Which one of them is holding the door?
The one that looks very, very hurt.
All right. To close one door, would it be interaction or action?
It'll be an item interaction.
All right. Yeah. Let's go with the sledgehammer. Sledgehammer on one holding the door. 17 for 11.
17 will miss.
All right. And second attack.
And a natural one will also miss, as he very, very carefully parries your attacks into the walls. Will that be all?
That's about all I can do here. But they have started within the Aura of Decay, right?
They have, and I did not roll their con save.
All right.
Here we go.
Doesn't change much on my turn, but it'll affect theirs.
Indeed. What's the DC?
Same as the beam, 14.
14? Alright, the top one fails.
Right.
The other one succeeds.
That one is poisoned.
Indeed. Up next are the armed guards, who are going to continue to wail out against you.
All right.
The first one at disadvantage. Both will miss. The second one at normal. 22 to hit.
Ooh, that one hit.
Alright, for 15 points of slashing damage, he rolled max.
Wow.
As he gets a really good attack right into your armpit and almost pierces your arm.
Oh, none of that. None of that.
Up next are the dogs, who finally manage to get to the door.
Please,
There are several of them in Caliper. As you release the snacks, they fall onto the guards' heads, and they just look up at you. And they just shrug like, what the hell?
free snacks.
These dogs do not seem to care all that much about the snacks. As you can see, I'll just put 4 of them here. As there are 4 more behind them. And that is all their movement. Do they have anything? Oh, this is fun. Waist, the 2 up front, their heads will sort of extend a little further as you can see that their necks are sort of scrunched up a little bit. And they will both try and attack you with bites.
Come on.
But both will miss. Both rolling 10s. Up next is Caliper. The snacks have been released. They do not seem to be carrying.
Wait, where's the boss man again? Is this the boss man?
Boss man is over here. This noble here.
Just like skitter across the roof all the way. Yeah. Can I go here?
Yes, you can. As you continue to skitter across the roof, the boss man is dragging the rebel by his scruff and just pulling him along down the stairs. Up next are the rebels. The 3 up front will continue attacking the guards. First 3 miss. 1 of these will hit for 10 points of piercing, killing this guard.
Finally.
As the door begins to shut, but the necks of these hounds are sort of holding it open now, as you have a new problem to deal with. The other rebels will begin shooting at the noble who's dragging their ally. As 4 of them hit.
Oof.
Oh boy, that is 22 total points of piercing damage.
Megatron in your mind.
Oh boy. The noble is still up, as you can see many arrows are sort of sticking into his front. Up next is the noble dragging this guy. As he continues down the stairs. Jax, it is your turn.
All right. The most damaged town shall take some blasts.
Are you going towards the dogs or the guard?
The dogs.
All right. You aim, and both of those will hit for a total of 21 points. The front two are about or the back two are about the same. Which one would you like to target? Because they're the lowest currently.
Let's go the top one.
Top one, all right. So 21 points of piercing or force damage to him. Very, very nice. Will that be all?
Indeed it will.
Then up next is Waste.
All right. So, when you said that the radiation didn't seem to affect them before, was that?
No, it's not. It's not that it didn't affect them. It says that when it hit them, they spat out blood that looked purple.
Okay.
It didn't. It's not that it didn't affect them. It very much did.
Got it. This makes a good test run. All right. Yeah. Another beam centered on this guard and 5 wide going diagonal to. If they're all lined up, I think that would include all 8.
Indeed. So I will roll all 8 dexterity saving throws.
All right. 11.
And the DC is 14. All right, so you fail. You succeed. You fail. You succeed. You succeed. You succeed. And final one fails.
Any chance the guard's down, or?
I have not rolled for the guard yet. But the guard succeeds and takes 5.
All right. But this wasn't the guard that was holding the door open before. So can Waze try and at least bottleneck him out by closing one?
It is only one door. It's just one big door. Yeah, and currently these stoats are now guarding that.
All right, never mind on that then. Yeah. Guess that'll have to be it then.
Alrighty. Then up next is the singular arm guard, who is going to try and beat you down. Both of his attacks will miss as he fumbles and actually drops the great saber and then goes to pick it up, only for you to pretty much just step on it and keep his blade down.
Yeah, no.
And as he pulls himself free, he stands up, readying himself for the next wave of attacks. Next up are the hounds.
If any of them move into the Aura of Decay, they enter it for the first time on a turn and immediately make a con save.
Indeed. Alright, let's see. The first and last one both fail. As the first and last one are now poisoned, they are now going to really try and hurt you. The first one is at disadvantage, which is at normal thanks to its pack tactics.
Oh, cool. Yes.
21, 24, and 25 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oof. For 11 slashing from the first, 8 slashing from the
Okay.
second, and then the bite comes out and deals 12 piercing, 3 radiation necrotic damage.
Yeah, that's enough to bring Waste down.
And as you are brought down, the other one will just sort of grab you by the scruff and begin dragging you as they all continue down to lay waste to the rebels. Oh boy.
I believe the aura's still up, so
Indeed, so I'm just going to roll all of their checks. So I've rolled 4 before. Here we go.
I'm still kind of confused on how this plan is gonna work. Like, if
Uh,
they do get
at
the,
this point,
the
it is
big dudes-
difficult.
No, but like, I don't get the point. Like, if you get the big dude's head, I mean, what is it gonna do? What isn't the guards just gonna like? Aren't they gonna just like retaliate on us? Like, aren't nobles just gonna turn on us if we off the big guy's head? So like, what's the point of offing the big guy's head if gonna like? I don't know. Just like, I'm just trying to figure out like how to get out of the situation. Off like out of character, by the way.
The only way I can explain it is, I guess, it's trying to send a message like, oh, they want to kill the big guys so that they can show that we're in control now, but it doesn't really do much. It's because people don't have all the weapons.
So like, if we kill the big guy, will that make everyone stop? Like, I feel like that would just make everyone else angry. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just trying to make sense out of this whole situation.
It's also something that could have been brought up at the previous meeting when you guys had decided to plan this.
Right, I wasn't there.
You were not, but everyone else was. And Soar, you saw those dogs just booking it down the hallway. Are you following them, or are you staying in the big metal room?
Yeah, Sora's going to start limping in the direction where the dogs went. I say limping because currently his max HP is less than a third of his normal max, and he's kind of tired, as in doesn't have any resources, but I'm going.
Oh boy. Well, let's see how the rebel survivors fare against the hounds. After one claw, this one dies. A second claw.
Okay, when you say died, are you like dead? Or...
Yes, his guts are spilling out of his body. This guy is still alive, but there is still one more attack. And he is now dead as his stomach is now bitten out by one of the hounds. And they continue out.
Goes my clients. Can I learn necromancy to like bring back the dead?
You can certainly try. As only the last one, unfortunately, failed the poison. And let's see how the other guy is. And this guy is now dead as well. Alrighty. Caliper.
Really don't know what to do. Like if we fight, I feel like we'll just get fucked. Like if we like kill the big guy, then I don't know if he'll stop anything. Also, like screw us over. If we surrender, what would what would we do? I mean, they would just like put us in jail, I guess. If we surrender, you know. I guess. Or we can just like scapegoat them and be like, that was all their plan. We were just like, we're just pretending to fight. You know? I don't know.
It is a very hard spot.
Yeah. Cause like, and if you guys want to fight this entire, ballroom, like, is it ballroom, right? It's gonna be.
Yes, it's basically just a ballroom.
Thoughts? Like, I'm trying to like try to start a conversation, perhaps. No. Okay.
I mean, Waze is KO'd, so
No, but I'm talking out of character, though. I'm talking as a player, because as a player, I really don't know what my character should be doing. Well, besides healing, it's just like hey, if the plan doesn't falter, like it's like I don't know, like
I mean, the plan kind of relied on everyone not being in one place the entire time.
Okay.
Like picking off guards one by one, not having 8 dogs mauling everything in sight.
You do also know that there was another group that a group of rebels that have gone off to do something else, as well as the other rebels that are still downstairs.
I feel like I think the best thing to do is just retreat, I guess, and just like try to reform out, but that's kind of really hard right now.
Probably.
I guess I will try to. Because okay, I was gonna just like try to YOLO and just like jump on the guy and just like paralyze pinch, but I just realized that's like a really reckless move. And if I do that, what's gonna happen? Then everyone's just gonna like point their guns at me, and I would have died. So I guess I can't really do that. But at least the if that does happen to happen, then the guy that he's dragging would be freed. I will.
Waste so they can blow up the dogs.
Yeah, waste is the highest area damage dealer that you have.
I understand, but I'm just trying to make. Or I guess I'm just talking to myself. But I will shoot a medical gear tool, to waste. So that is it 2D? Wait, 2D10 plus my list, right? Right, I guess. Yeah. I think so.
You should have that knowledge on hand. I can't have the book open all the time, but I'm opening it now.
No,
It's
I'm right.
2d10 plus Waze. Plus proficiency because of the like medical gear page, right?
Plus, I don't see plus proficiency. I just see his feature 2d10 plus wisdom modifier hit points.
Right. I think it was another feature that gave medics when they use them specifically. Proficiency with them. Proficiency added. Yeah, trained healer. Also at first level, you've been trained in the use of medical gear. You may add a proficiency bonus to the healing done by any medical gear created by medical training.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2d10 plus your wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah, because anyone can use them, but when you use them yourself, it's better.
Right, and what's your wisdom and proficiency bonus?
My wisdom is at 4 plus 2 plus 6. 6 plus 8.
We're at 5th level. That should be +3.
Where?
Proficiency.
We're at 5th level? Really?
Yeah, we're at 5th level.
Plus, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my initiative. +3, yeah, +3.
Oh, yeah.
7.
All right.
7 plus 8.
15. Nice.
And yeah, I believe that's all I can do.
Very nice. And Waste, you're currently being dragged by one of these
Yeah.
hounds. You are still prone.
Dragging and prone.
All right. Caliper, you have successfully healed Waste. Is that all?
That's all I can do.
Alrighty, then up next are the rebels, who are going to continue to fire shots at the head honcho. Oh, damn, that's a lot of good attacks. The AC is that. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits once again. For 23 total points of damage.
Woof.
And you can see that he is pretty greatly wounded at that, as he whistles and the dogs begin rushing to his side. That is the rebels' go. It's the nobles' go. This head honcho. Let's see, what's he going to do? He is going to whistle and shout out commands in a language that all of you recognize but don't understand. As all of the dogs begin looking around at different things and beginning rushing to his side. He's going to command the pack. So for the next minute, his pack will have some very small benefits, as long as they're near him. Up next is Jax.
Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the Honcho, if available.
All right,
Yeah,
you're Eldritch Blasting the head honcho?
he's that guy, right?
Yep, that's that guy.
Gotcha. Yep, I will do so. I think I'm gonna bonus action cast Hex on him, and then I will Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty, he is hexed. I will mark that with purple. Both of those will miss, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. That's my turn.
Alrighty. As up next is Waste. You are just barely conscious now as you're being dragged along by these dogs.
Not your damn toy. His waist is gonna fucking burst with electricity or not, radiation all of a sudden. Catching every single dog in the black.
Oh boy.
It's a
So that
10-foot
is-
radius, so luckily Jax is just out of reach.
I will roll the 8 Constitution saving throws.
For those that are poisoned, do they have disadvantage on saving throws?
Poisoned is disadvantage on attacks and ability
And
checks,
abilities.
not saving throws.
Unfortunate.
Alright, so Uh, 5 of them succeed. The other 3 will take full damage.
All right. Successes only take half damage.
Indeed.
Any of them go down?
Unfortunately not.
Come on. All right. Just for the record, are we in an actual hallway or like stairs up to a door like shown here?
It is
Like,
stairs up to a door, so it's open air now.
okay. Noted. That'll be it.
All right. Then up next are the guards who have effectively stopped doing anything and they're now getting out of the way. The hounds are next as they begin rushing towards their master. And if you would like to take attacks of opportunity against any of them, please just let me know. Waste.
I'll go for it, yeah. Is there a particularly hurt one that leaves reach?
No, all the ones around you are unfortunately around the same.
Since
All
you're
right.
prone,
Just taking a wild swing then.
wouldn't you have disadvantage?
I would. I'm prone.
Mm-hmm. But let's see the attack.
That's a 10.
10 will miss, unfortunately. And then this one is
Smack
dragging
the
you
railing.
along. Alrighty. As they are all now around him, the noble shouts out, "Well, have you seen enough?" And then coughs up a bit of blood. And quickly wipes it away, trying to retain his little bit of elegance.
Yeah. I'm seeing that you're using stouts.
What of it? They're completely under
Hey,
my
Doc.
control.
Yeah. Hey, not Duck. You know more about him, right?
Yeah.
These things, they look captured or homemade.
Could I try and determine if they're captured or homemade?
Yeah, sure. Roll me a. We'll call it a nature check.
Alright. 21.
21. As you know, pretty much all stouts are homemade. However, these ones do not look like they were made here. It seems like the methods used to make them were very similar to all other stouts you've seen. There's no noticeable differences aside from the fact that these ones are dogs.
Okay. Jax will say, they weren't made here, if that's what you're asking.
So you've just been keeping the little shits that destroyed the galaxy as pets.
Do you have a problem with that? Coughs up a little bit more blood and wipes it away quickly again.
Me? Yeah, I take exception to it. How about the rest of you out there, though? His waist calls out to the crowd of onlooking nobles.
Many of them are looking on, still with fear in their eyes from what you've displayed. But now fear in their eyes is there's man-eating dogs.
You think selling out an entire galaxy just to keep these things as pets? You think that's what you want?
There's a murmuring about the crowd that begins, but nothing too exemplary at the moment. As Caliper, it is your turn.
Calvary was just open a pack of snacks and just watch everything unfold. But she
You
yeah, continue.
you open the pack of snacks. Some of them fall to the ground as you are upside down. But you quickly right the bag of snacks and eat a little bit. What are you doing?
Oh wait, I just realized I'm upset. Yeah. I will move away. 25. I'm just walking the ceiling.
Indeed. Will that be all, Caliper?
Escalate quickly. Continue, yeah.
The rebels are gonna shout out, "Just let us go! Stop making us work for this shit!" To which the head noble will say, "But you've been doing such a good job for me. Why should I do that?" Up next is or actually, they're going to attack him several more times. They're actually going to begin running up to properly attack him. While the other two stay behind to attack. So, 4 melee attack. And then 4 ranged attack. You watch as these attacks, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Once again, as the Packmaster pulls out what looks like an energy blade and deflects one of the attacks. For a grand total of 16, 22, 29 points of damage. As he coughs up more blood and sort of coughs up the blood onto the face of this rebel in front of him as he quickly wipes his mouth away. Blood which, now that he's sort of spit it onto someone and hasn't wiped all of it away immediately, which you can see is also purple.
Wait. Oh, wait, this is rich. You're not just collecting them. You're one of them.
Oh, shut your trap. This is my job, and I plan to finish it. And the now revealed Stotsenkarai Packmaster will change back to his normal form. As he looks around at you all and says, "Unless you want to die, drop your weapons and surrender." And he is going to... what can he do with his bonus action? Nothing. He's just going to shout that. Jax, it is your turn.
Will this be around the time I come back?
Yes, as Sower, finally you manage to get to the door. Go ahead and roll me initiative.
I'm gonna be Eldritch Classic. Twice.
Alrighty. Both of those will hit. 4, 6, 12, 18, 23 points of damage. Actually, I need to double check something. Unfortunately, his pack is defending him now, so those have disadvantage, and both will miss, unfortunately. As you can see that the pack just adjusts him slightly and pounces just enough so that the Packmaster shifts out of the way.
All right, that is my turn.
Alrighty, next up is Waste.
See, this is what you've been working for. Not who, what. The same shits that took everything from you in the first place. They're looking to the guards now. Is that what you want? Serving the fucking stouts till the day you die. Till the day they let you die.
You can see that there is now a little bit of unrest among the guards as more murmuring continues.
Waste will drop the sledgehammer, though. Going with it for now.
Alright, you drop the sledgehammer and the Packmaster points to you and says, "Look at that example. They're going to at least survive this ordeal, and I recommend you all do the same." As Soar, you clamber up to the door, limping. You have wiped all the blood that you caused to cover yourself, and you've cleaned yourself up a bit, but you are still very injured.
Yeah, so Pale, limping and like looking like he's half dead, sort of just kind of like comes up, no idea what's going on, notices something's definitely happening, and just decides to bonus action set himself to generate a second level spell slot. Take another 2 points of damage.
Oh
Well,
boy.
reducing his max HP by 2 more. And is just going to cast Spike Growth centered on the Packmaster and just say, "Hold it! Nobody move! What's going on here?"
And you can see it, the Packmaster sort of shifts his foot and feels a spike and looks up at you, who had just shouted that, and says, "Nothing you need to be concerned with. Just go back to your room."
And he, at this point, falls over, basically out of commission, because he is, at this point, practically useless, though I'm still able to keep up concentrations and not actually unconscious.
So you just fall prone to make ranged attacks harder to hit you.
That too, sure. Yes.
Alrighty. Look at what that one could do. Hardly anything. The armed guards. Waste, roll me a persuasion check.
Alright. And does it sort of signal to the guard that they've been fighting? Waste will hold up the finger guns from before. Showing, even like this, they're not really out yet.
Alrighty, let's see the persuasion.
That's a nat one.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Unluckily, he rolled a 6. So these guards all just sort of lower their weapons and take a step away.
If the packmaster is making a charisma check, it's going to be, I think, at disadvantage because of hex.
Yeah.
I didn't say that I
Oh.
was going to have charisma be it. It was going to be it.
Alrighty. That's a nat 1. Unluckily for you, he has a higher bonus than you.
Oh.
But I will say both nat 1s. So the guards are still considering it. They haven't backed off yet.
Okay. That's so good.
All right. Next up are the hounds, who are going to begin growling around.
Are we still being dragged around, or was that taken as a surrender?
This one will drop you and then move away.
Right.
As the hounds, they're waiting for orders. Caliper, you're up next. Oh, wait. They all moved, so Soar, go ahead and roll me a bunch of d4s. That is...
These scores.
I'm very thankful I got dropped.
how many is it per square? Is it 2d4?
Yeah, it's 2d4 per.
All right, go ahead and roll me 16 d4s. For 40 points of damage to the ones who moved the furthest.
All the explosions, is that enough?
Unfortunately, none of them die, but they all look much more hurt than they were before. The ones that didn't move as far seem less hurt by it. But the ones who moved all the way down to here took quite a beating. So, Caliper, what are you doing?
Is anyone hurt?
Yes, sadly, healing doesn't work either.
Yeah, Sower looks almost passed out, and Waste looks still very bloody.
Oh, okay, I guess I can top off voice. Oh, 1d4? I mean, sorry, not 1d4, 1d10.
Nice. 1d10 plus 7.
Yes. Sorry.
All good.
Oh, dang.
So 16 hit points. Very nice.
More than the 2. All right. Not even bloodied anymore.
Nice. Caliper, are you doing anything else, or just staying there?
I think I'm just gonna move back 25 feet away.
Alrighty. Then up next are the rebels, the rebel miners, who are surrounded now I'm going to roll check for them. They all begrudgingly drop their weapons and raise their hands, as many of them are now surrounded. The Packmaster is going to wipe blood from his mouth and tentatively sort of tend to his wounds a little bit as he points out at, I believe, Jax, you still shot Eldritch Blasts at him?
I did indeed.
All right, then he's going to point out with his knife to you and just say, "You're going to wish you hadn't done that." And will basically shout out in a language you all don't understand as the 3 stoats who are here all have their heads turned to your direction. Jax, it is your turn.
Jax will just say, "Huh," and then they're gonna cast Armor of Agathis at 3rd level.
Very nice. Go ahead and mark those temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm. That's the turn.
Alrighty. Waste.
All right, where exactly is the spike growth right now?
Centered it on the Packmasters, so it's like this.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's a radius.
Mm.
Yeah, so there's not much you can really do except maybe stand up and try and move away.
Yeah. Just stand it up against the railing for now.
Right, you stand up and you can feel the spike sort of poking into your arm, but you manage to get away without a scratch.
I'll take a dodge, but that's it for now.
Alrighty. Sora, are you doing anything?
You know what? Sure. Creating another spell slot and gargling in a pool of my own blood.
Oh boy, go ahead and roll the dice.
A D4, but unfortunately right now for some reason my character sheet is locked onto my cursor. So as I'm trying to, I don't know how this even happened. There we go.
Another 2 points of damage as the needle that you have just goes in and out of your body, pulling magic from you.
And you know what? With that, healing word. Actually, no, they're both bonus actions. You got this. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up are the armed guard. Waste, another persuasion. You rolled low again, so you don't have to beat very high.
22.
And then with a 22, you can see the murmuring stops and the guns. You can hear all as a lot of attacks towards the Packmaster. A lot of them. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 attacks towards... 36 attacks towards the Packmaster.
Okay.
Let's just see how it goes, you know?
There's a chance.
You might.
Alright, so that's a hit,
This guy
a
has.
crit, a miss, another crit, a miss, a hit. I'm just going to roll the 2 crits, because that might kill him, honestly. So that is 19 from the crits, plus 7, plus 4, so that is 30 points of damage thus far. and he's dead. As bullets begin just filling the now deceased body of the Packmaster, as you can all just hear rounds and rounds and rounds going. And as quickly as these dogs were growling at Jax, they all seem to just stop and just sit down. They're not doing anything anymore. And that is where we will end combat.
There we go.
Some of the
Alright.
rebels just begin picking up their arms again and looking around defensively at the now very angered guards.
So, now that we're here, how about we talk like civilized folk?
There seems to be a nod of agreement from everyone.
Waze looks down to the ground. Hey, a sword. Magic boy.
Grown.
Yeah, could you make her not be Vine's here now?
He very slowly raises his arm and just snaps and they're gone.
There we go. All right.
And then his arm goes limp.
As Waze will try and push past the hounds.
They offer no resistance, and you pass by them easily.
All right. Leading the way out to. Less unstable footing. So, looks like what we had here was a great stout ploy to keep people from doing much, right?
There seems to be a muttering of agreement. The nobles seem to be in an unenthusiastically agreeing, but agreeing nonetheless.
It's fine. Tricked all of us. Now then,
Cool.
let's say we do the opposite of that. Make this place into something they can be a bit more afraid of.
Sore, as you're sort of laying down, just sort of catching your breath, you can see Penny walking with two guards behind her, coming down the hall and says, "I agree."
Oh, right. Guys, this is Penny. She's the daughter of the leader. Then he's just completely.
And you
Assuming not
just
that
watch
one.
this little girl just sort of pat Sore on the head and continues to walk down.
Magic boy made a friend.
I'm in charge now. It's my daddy's ship, so it's my ship now. You all listen to me. Do what the orange person says.
I'll take it. All right. So, I'm thinking, instead of having, a few dozen people, half the people here really working their asses off day in, day out to get nothing done. We all pitch in. Apparently there was something here worth them making us slave away here for. So let's make something out of it and
Some of
do
the
it better
guards
than
over near the
could.
door. Some of the guards over near the door will say, yeah, that was for bombs.
Yep. Alright, bombs. You know what? That sounds like it could be useful for fending off, galaxy conquering force. Do you get where I'm going with this?
One problem, though, they are very big radiation bombs. Initial blast, great, gonna be real painful, but after that, only we're gonna suffer.
Now, funny thing about that. See, apologies when I use it on you all, but, what I do is along the same vein. And we got a little something that makes it, effective on him. So, if, the Not Doc over there and me can take a look at things, see if we can get that sorted, we might be able to turn him against the Stouts. That sound like a plan?
A murmuring of agreement from everyone.
Alright. So, first off, let's forget all this, upper class, lower class business here. Forget all debts, and get to work.
There appears to be a lot of scoffing and dissatisfied nobles, but none of them seem to be opposing you.
There are all ways to see if Waste can keep from making a snide comment to follow up on that. Okay, yeah, think's better of than pissing off the nobles now. Alright. I hear no nays, so let's get to work, everyone.
With that, everyone just sort of kind of slowly gets to working around. One of the rebel who was acting as the scout sort of drags and throws the body of the packmaster down the stairs towards you, saying, "All yours."
Well, I was gonna clean that up anyway as an example, but yeah, that works.
Can I get it though? First I want to search it, and then I want to dissect it. As Jack sort of steps forward.
All right, you step forward to take a look around. This young little girl begins walking out into the open, heading towards the entrance of the ship. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
I would like to search the Packmaster's body.
I would like to not bleed out.
Alrighty, both of you can do that very easily. Jax, go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
All right, I will guidance myself beforehand. Ooh, that is a 4. Natural 20.
You see the knife he was holding? Beyond that, there's not much of use on him. At least not that you can see.
Huh. Kind of thought that there would be more on this guy. Waste, can you see anything other than his knife?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Leaving that, Caliper, what would you like to do now that the battle is over?
I know I can't heal Zara, but I suppose I could still patch him up. Yeah.
All right, so
So
you go over to just take care of Sora, make sure he's not gonna die of exhaustion or anything.
yeah, I can. No, I can't carry him, but I'll be there for moral support.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, and with that, uh, the groups seem to be getting back to work. The guards are sort of putting away their guns. The dogs just seem to be staying there, not moving, just sort of waiting for something. As everyone seems to get themselves back to work and try to make themselves busy to sort of get this whole event out of their heads.
Yeah. Lace will be overseeing it. Using the authority that the little girl gave. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. It seems like whatever you say, the rebel or the nobles will listen to you, whether it's due to the authority or the fact that you beheaded one of them in front of them all. Who knows?
Jax will request the body taken back to the ship, our ship.
Two of the guards will do that, just sort of pick up the body and begin dragging it.
Cool. And Jax will say, so I'm gonna go dissect it, I think. Is that cool with you, Waste?
Nessie, can you hear Ali?
No. Well, I was just having headphone issues, so
Gotcha.
okay. What did you say?
Jax is basically just asking you if it's all right if they go and dissect the pack master.
Oh yeah. If anyone here is going to use them, it's you.
Yeah, fair. Do you want to take a look over the body before I take it away or have it taken away? Because I, all I saw of note was just the knife. But I feel like there's more that I'm just not seeing.
I'll give it a shot.
All right. And
That's
no
a 10.
before you do so.
All right, roll a d4.
That's a 13.
With a 13, just sort of glancing over and quickly patting down pockets. Let me double check. It appears that the actual armor that they're wearing has some bits and bobs of technology sort of embedded into it that allowed it to do something you're not sure.
Yeah, I was thinking this guy was a little bulletproof. Looks like there was something to that.
Ah. Okay. I can work with it.
Mm-hmm. I figure the hounds could do you some good in research.
Yeah. Can we get them moved without hurting them?
I'm gonna guess it takes whatever language the guy was speaking.
That's
Unless maybe they used something to make him sound like that, but
maybe.
something to look into, I guess.
Yeah. Jax will speak in Dark One, and they will say, just like in the direction of the hounds, move over there, and they'll like point somewhere in the stairs.
They all just look at you, but do not move.
Okay. We'll have to figure this out. Does somebody want to try like picking one up?
Considering recent experience, I kinda don't want to, but fuck it, why not? As Waste will attempt to pick up an alien doggo.
All right, you put your arms a little bit around it gently, and it doesn't seem to react. And as you go to pick it up, it begins to growl.
Oh, nope. I think they're just gonna wait there.
All right then. I will try to figure out.
In the meantime, Waste will grab the red rope over here and just kind of set up a perimeter around them.
All right, so you basically just block off the stairs. Only one person allowed at a time, and be careful.
Yeah, just making a red rope path off to the left here.
Mm-hmm. And with that, many of the guards begin heading back to their stations. Some are heading down to talk to the rebels, bringing some other of the miners with them to tell them about the situation. As you all go about your business, Jax, you and the two guards that are carrying the body head towards the entrance, where you can see that same sort of little girl who said that she was in charge, holding the hand of a very familiar older man. Humanoid appearance, though his exact race is difficult to discern. Jax, you recognize this person as the boss, who is holding the hand of this little girl.
How far away is he from me?
This is basically as you're going through the entrance. So he's no more than maybe 10, 15 feet.
Cool. I am going to be using detect poison and disease through foul senses.
All right. Seems to be all but clean.
And there doesn't seem to be that same sort of effect that I've noticed on other stoves.
Yes.
Okay. Jax will I suppose they'll wave as they walk by.
He will give you a nod and say, "All right, come on, Penny. Let's go. Let's go figure out what to do with this ship." And he will just walk past you, completely nonchalantly.
Okay. Waste is gonna get sending through Farscribe, just saying, heads up, the boss is on his way.
Holy shit, that guy's still around?
And another, just saying, apparently, and seems to be with the little girl who was in charge.
Well, color me surprised, impressed, and thankful.
And Jax will continue to the ship.
Alrighty. and not much longer, waist caliper sore. You can all see the boss and the little girl just sort of walking in and taking a look around.
Hey, boss. You, you still kicking after the bunker?
Just gives a nod and says, "Yeah, it's gonna take a bit more than that to take me down."
Yeah, same with the rest of us.
Yeah, when the last hope was taken over, I just took the escape pod and blew up the ship.
Huh.
Okay.
Good move. Looks like we got our work cut out for us here, but good to have you along.
Good to be along. As he comes around, he begins sort of carrying the little girl on his shoulders. As she seems to be happy and just sort of laughing about, like, not a care in the world. And with that, I think that is a good place to end off for the evening.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we basically got saved by a little girl.
Whoa.
And the guy being an alien.
Yep, that probably did contribute a fair amount.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if he wasn't an alien, that could have been my party wipe.
yeah, absolutely. If he was just a guy, even if he was just a guy that happened to have pet stouts, I think we would have been fine.
Oh boy. But with that, we are going to be ending out for the evening. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. For those of you who are potentially watching from the future on YouTube, we've got Discord where we can come and try out and check out the Daybreak system for yourself. For those of you in Twitch chat, it's !Daybreak to get a link to join our Discord community. For those of you who don't know, we have YouTube where we upload every single VOD of the campaign to just have a more permanent array of all of our videos. And with that, we will be ending off. So thank you very much for coming out, and see you next time.